Hello and welcome to the Essex Boys Murder Case Part 7. Before watching this video, I recommend you start watching Part 4 onwards on YouTube, as these videos are all about the key individuals and the murder victims' movements on the day of the 6th of December 1995. And a quick mention to the Facebook page called The Real Essex Boys Murder Club, which is in capital letters. So if you're interested, please feel free to join. There's some great people on there with a lot of knowledge on this subject, and you can post whatever you like. So we'll have a quick catch up first. We've got Darren Nichols at Sunbury-on-Thames, London at 1 PM. Sarah Saunders at her mum's address in Kingswood, Basildon at 1 to 1:30 PM. Nipper Ellis at his home address in Swanage, Dorset up to 4 to 4:30 PM. Tucker, Tate and Rolf and Peter Cuthbert at TGI Fridays at the Lakeside Shopping Complex in West Thurrock at 2 PM. So the next key individual we're going to have a look at is Jack Wooms. He said he was working that day at Hawlage Road in Barnham, Ipswich. At the trial, he said he received a call from Darren Nichols saying his car had broken down in a pub car park in Rettendon and could he come and pick it up. Jack Wooms says he couldn't pick the car up as he said he was working that day but could pick it up later, and this is the reason he says this was for the mobile call on the phone records having him in that area at the time of the murders. As we look at the phone logs for that day, there's no phone log of this conversation between Darren Nichols and Jack Wooms. Now I'm just going to let you have a little look through it. And then I'm going to show you the page after that, and then you'll be able to look at them as well. So these are the afternoon phone logs for that day. And as we just go up, the only one you'll see is a bit too far. Is this one here, Jack Wooms' mobile to Darren Nichols' mobile. That's the only phone log we have of these two individuals actually making contact. But as I've said before, maybe this is all the CPS needed to use as evidence, or this is all the website could get hold of at the time. So the conversation may or may not have taken place. We just can't see it on these phone logs. I mean, the 6:59 PM conversation between Jack Wooms and Darren Nichols is the only one we have. But it didn't mean to say they didn't relay information to each other using a third party. I'm not saying this did or did not happen. I'm merely just telling you how it could have happened. Yeah, okay. For example, Darren Nichols' car breaks down. He tries to ring Jack Wooms to pick his car up, but he can't get through to him. He then rings Mick Steele, tells him about his car, and could he try and get hold of Jack Wooms. Or another example of this is like the one I spoke of in my last video, where Tony Tucker's mobile wouldn't work, so he used Pat Tate's to get through. We just don't know what was said in these telephone conversations. So this is where Jack was living at the time, where this red marker is here, and it was called Brockford. and the place that he worked in, his journey would have taken down the A14 down here, and where I'm circling now is Barham, and that's where his place of work was. As you can see, it's an 18-minute journey. Now I'd just like to mention this place, which is the Sorrel Horse Inn in Ipswich. This place is going to be very significant to us a little later, but I just want to put a picture up there for what it looks like. I managed to find one with snow on it, so this is what it would look like around about the time in December 95. So we're just going back to the map again, and this is the red marker, Barham, where Jack Wooms would have been working that day. And as you can see, it's a 5-minute journey, just down here, along here. They've gone up Norwich Road to this place here, which is the Sorrel Horse Inn and Public House. So it is quite close to his place of work. So round about 1 to 2 PM, we have Jack Wooms at his workplace at Barham. So the next key individual we're going to have a look at is Mick Steele. As I keep saying with these phone logs, maybe this is all the CPS needed to prosecute Mick Steele and Jack Wooms on, or it was just all the website could get hold of. But I don't know about you. I think there's missing telephone logs. Where's the telephone log that Jack Wooms said Darren Nichols phoned him early that day? He's either foolishly lying about it and not realising it will be used as phone evidence in court, or it's simply been removed. If Jack Wooms is innocent, surely his defence team could look through his phone records, even just to find this call. Are certain phone logs being held from the public by the CPS or police? Is there something in them phone logs they just don't want us to see? Why not show other people's phone logs on the 5th and the 6th and the 7th of December 1995? Barry Dorman, for example, Mad Mickey Bowman, or Carlton Leach. Well, Carlton Leach said he was meant to be the 4th passenger that night, along with a few more other people apparently. Did the defence look through all of Tony Tucker's, Pat Tate's, Craig Rolfe's phone logs days leading up to the murders? I think there's phone logs missing from these. We just can't see on the 5th and the 6th and the 7th of December 95. Oh yeah, and that's another one. Where's the phone call to Hollywood's nightclub from Pat Tate's mobile phone? He made TGI Fridays. Because I believe that waitress, Linda Wolf's statement. So as we know, Mick Steele receives a call on his landline at 11:50 AM from Sarah Saunders' landline. And if we just move this up a little bit, Darren Nichols uses his mobile to phone Mick Steele's landline at 12:51 PM. Then at 12:52 and 12:53, and on 12:54 Darren uses his mobile to phone Mick Steele's mobile. Like I said in an early video, it looks like Darren Nichols is trying to get hold of Mick Steele. So the next important phone log on here to us at the moment is the 12:59 PM landline call from Mick Steele to Jack Wooms' mobile. Let's see if I can push it up for you. It's there, guys. And he doesn't use his landline until 3:57 PM that afternoon. So is Mick Steele on the move? Let's find out. So the red marker down here is Clacton-on-Sea, and the Sorrel pub is round about here, saying it's a 40-minute journey. Was he going to meet Jack Wombs at the Sorrel Horse Inn pub, just a 4 or 5 minute drive from Jack Wombs' place of work? I have a good friend who has lived in Clacton-on-Sea all his life, and if anyone would know that area, it would be him. Prior to making this video, I asked him how long it would take from Clacton to Barham, and he said it'd be 40 to 45 minutes tops. The map on here just confirmed it, that it's around about 40 minutes. Okay, so Mick Steele, he moved into Meadow Cottage in Clacton in just early 95, December-ish. And we also know he used his landline last at 12:59 PM. So if he was to set off around, say, 1 PM-ish, he could easily make this journey. Just going back to these phone logs again, we can see Mick Steele uses his mobile to phone Darren Nichols at 2 PM. Then at 2:11 PM, Mick Steele uses his mobile to phone Jack Wombs' mobile. Was this the call to Jack Wombs to say that Mick had arrived at the Sorrel Horse Pub Inn? As we know, it only takes a 4 to 5 minute drive for Jack Wombs to get there. Were they going to the Sorrel pub to meet up with the top Canning Town member about the imminent cocaine deal and discussing the double cross that Tony Tucker and Pat Tate were planning to do with them? Were they having a quick drive down to Rettendon to have a look at where the slayings would take place that night? Was the hitman also there? And were they showing him where he would come from that night? There's quite a few statements from independent witnesses stating they had seen cars and white vans pulling up and parking near White House Farm that day. So, we have Darren Nichols at the Sunbury-on-Thames in London at 1 PM. Sarah Saunders at her mum address in Kingswood, Basildon at 1 to 1:30 PM. Nipper Ellis at his home address in Swanage, Dorset up to 4 to 4:30 PM. Tony Tucker, Pat Tate, Craig Rolfe and Peter Cuthbert at TGI Fridays at the Lakeside Shopping Complex at 2 PM. And we have Mick Steele and Jack Wombs at the Sorrel Horse Inn in Barham, Ipswich, about 2:20 PM. Okay, so that's about it for now. I know some people wanted these videos to be longer, but it's easier to do short ones due to the timings of people's whereabouts that day. And I'm also going on witness statements too. Thanks to all the subscribers on YouTube. Hope you've enjoyed watching this one. I'd also like to say a big thank you to Amy, who is the moderator on the Facebook page and is doing a great job. If anyone has any questions or queries, you can message her, and she'll be happy to help. I want to say a big hello to all the new members who have joined recently. Please feel free to post whatever you like. And to the members who've been with me for quite a while now, keep up the good work, because you're putting some great content on there, and it's enjoyable reading people's comments. Yes, just the Facebook page again is The Real Essex Boys Murder Club, and it's in capital letters. Okay, so that's it for now, guys. Take care.